Hi everybody, and welcome to Meet Your Trading Experts live and free. My guest today, my expert, is Shukri Hamid, back to talk crypto and to talk about a few crypto topics that, to be honest, I don't know a lot about. I'm really looking forward to getting into it and learning a little bit about. Perhaps before we get into too much, we might have a quick look at a chart and talk about where the old Bitcoin is, Shukri. Let's see that and have a quick look at that before we get into. Anything too serious, mate? What's your thoughts? I got to say, I kind of like the rally, but it just seems like we've broken the bottom of the channel now, and I'm a little more nervous than I was.
That's expected because now is the test. Is that what they call, in the Wyckoff accumulation? Is this the last point of support? Yeah, I wouldn't mind about Bitcoin breaking the trend line and all that. I think that's normal, but it has to hold this and basically keep on chopping up.
Yeah, I don't think you want it to go below here, Shukri. Below 31. You'd be starting to wonder about lower lows and all that stuff again. It starts to look very bear flaggish. So, and I did see a bit of information on one of the programs you run. Mate, today is a day not about charts. We're going to talk about some crypto, some particular cryptos, and I'm going to ask you some questions. And as we go through, I'm going to see if I can improve my own understanding of them and perhaps other people who are listening along. And look, we're going to talk about some stuff that if you're interested in making some money from crypto, you want to hang on and listen to this. So, mate, Akala and Karura is the DeFi hub of Polkadot, and Karura has just won a parachain. I've got some questions for you here, right? What's an Akala? What's a Karura?
Okay. Now, say Akala is like the parent company, right? Karura is like another chain. Now this is gonna sound weird. Like we have Ethereum. Why do we need another Ethereum? It's like having Ethereum and another Ethereum. Okay. So
do we need another Ethereum because Ethereum charges far too much in fees to do anything?
No, we don't. No, we don't. We already have some solutions that are running on top of Ethereum. So, okay, a solution that was done by an Ethereum, the guy who invented the Ethereum language, Gavin Wood, is Polkadot.
Yeah.
So you don't hear now about $30 to $50 gas, right? But it's still expensive, although it's cheap. It's only about $2 to $3 now. But on Polkadot, you can get things done for 1 cent, 2 cents.
That's not my kind of pricing. That sort of seems like a decent transaction fee to me.
Yeah, I know. And the other one, Paul, why I say we don't need another Ethereum, you can also run Ethereum on something called Polygon. And Polygon is even 0.02 cents. I don't know how many zeros is that.
That's getting down more what us Forex traders are a bit more used to, mate. So let me just see if I've got this right. Akala is like a parent company.
Yes.
Karura is like the sub company.
Yes.
And the DeFi hub of Polkadot. Now, Polkadot's like a branch of blockchain, right?
Yes, a new blockchain altogether that was created by the co-founder of Ethereum, the technical guy.
Yep.
The guy who made it happen. And see, he was very smart. He basically learned the problems of Ethereum, and rather than having one chain, he had two.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah, like one Polkadot and one Kusama. And Kusama is meant to test things out. That means.
I like that. I was just reading a bit about that, right? So, Akala Karama is the DeFi hub of Polkadot, and Karama just won a parachain. So this is what I got so far. See if I got it right. Akala, the parent company.
Yes.
Karura, the leading edge brand.
Yes.
The push brand, trying to get into new stuff, break into new territory.
Yes.
And the DeFi hub of Polkadot, which means that in physical people language, they've set up their business on Polkadot Street.
Yes,
they said,
correct.
We're going Polkadot Street. We're going to live here.
Correct.
And we're going to deal in the Polkadot area.
Yes,
okay.
and there's one important word that you said there: leading edge, guys. The leading edge is the experimental network. Don't mistake this, okay? Akala will run on Polkadot, which is stable. Karura will run on Kusama, and get this, listen to this. The leading edge is on Kusama because you do not want the leading edge to be on something that's supposed to be more stable.
Look, and they're saying this, right, that they're going to try and get out from that them and Polkadot are the same but different. They've got their own identities within, and they're going to run on Kusama, and they're going to have a different governance, and they're basically a place where you can push the boundaries. You can't. Polkadot's too big; they won't let you push the boundaries. These guys will let you push the boundaries. Now, mate, I've still got a few words in this that I need to understand, and I'm sure the listeners as well. Look, if you're into crypto, if you're not into crypto, you've just got to get used to all these expressions, right? So, mate, what the hell's a parachain? You wearing one? Is that a parachain you're wearing?
No. This is my mic. Okay. So a parachain is basically something, another chain, a blockchain that attaches to Polkadot. Say I'm Polkadot. So if you do not have me, you have to write everything from scratch.
Okay.
Now you just attach to me and you can use my facilities. Okay, and everything here is interchangeable. That means when you're a parachain here, you can talk to other parachains too. So Karura is the first one that won last week.
Okay.
They won the first one for Kusama, and that's a big deal.
Polkadot's this new thing on the blockchain.
Yes.
And Karura are allowed to say, well, look, what I want to do is I want to piggyback off your technology and be me. Yes. So, I'm going to be on Polkadot Street, but I want access to the water, the power, the telephone, everything that comes down that street. You have it, I have it. We're going to share that stuff. You're still you, I'm still me. Yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a version of you, which you go down the middle and you be that. You go down the middle and you be that boring conservative version of crypto. And what we're going to do is we're going to get out on the outskirts and we're going to do some really leading edge stuff. Yes. And they're into everything, right? They're into everything, right? So I think I understand that. Look, if you have any questions about this, throw it in the box and we'll ask Shukri, because for me, the hardest part of crypto is understanding all the lingo, all the terms, why they're doing all this stuff. And I kind of get it, right, that Polkadot's a different place to be on the blockchain. There's a few different places now, right? Yeah, and on this part of the blockchain, they've got the technology to make it all work. Yeah. What they're saying is we're all set up with the technology. You can piggyback off our technology. And these guys are saying, yep, but we're going to be faster, quicker, cheaper than you.
Yes, and get this, Paul. They've just started. Polkadot Polkadot and Kusama just awarded the first one. No, now they awarded the second one this week. It's called Moon River, part of Moonbeam. This has all just started.
So this is really important, right? Because what we're seeing on that chart back here is that we're seeing that, well, we all know this, right? Crypto's taken a bit of a tumble.
Yeah.
Right? And we all know that, right?
Yeah.
But what we think it's doing is it's starting to rebuild itself to go again. And these are the kind of things that they're doing to build again. You want to be a bit careful, mate, because you just said Polkadot also has, so there's Kusama.
Yes.
Now, how does we've got Alcala, Karura, and Kusama. What's Kusama now? So
Alcala is the main one. Alcala runs on Polkadot. Karura runs on Kusama, which is the experimental network of Polkadot.
Got it. So this is where Polkadot says, we've got all this stuff, but if you want to get leading edge, we've created this over here for the leading edge stuff. So Polkadot's got a standard place, and it's got, look, you can drive down the road, or there's a motorway over here. You choose. You can come and be on the road with us, or you can be on the motorway next door. And the motorway obviously is quicker, but if you get over there and crash, get over there and crash. You won't crash here, you might crash there. There's a bit more risk over there.
Yes,
but you might do some really cool things, right?
Yeah, and here's the other thing, Paul. I think a lot of people have been asking me this, but last time you did all these IDOs on Polkadot, like, what was that? Okay, guys, that was run on Ethereum. They hadn't gone into Polkadot yet because Polkadot wasn't ready. Now it is ready. So all those small companies, they cannot get into Polkadot. They will not have enough resources to connect to the main Polkadot. They're not Alcala or Karura. For example, the small guys might connect to Karura. That's it.
Mate, our friend Gary's come in and he said, could someone place this into a mind map for better visualization for people at Woodtree? It's a great idea. And I think what I'm going to do is in a few minutes, I'm going to ask Shukri just to draw a bit of this up, to grab the whiteboard.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see if I've got this right. Alcala, and Karura, they're together. And Alcala's the parent company, and Karura's the push the limits balance plan. And Polkadot and Kusama, they're together.
Yes.
And Polkadot's the down the middle guys, and Kusama's the motorway guys. They're let's get moving guys. Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Alcala's leading edge subsidy, Karura,
Yes.
Go and work with Polkadot's leading edge summary, Kusama.
Yes. Correct. And it's like
consider using easy names. Do you think, Shukri?
I don't think
they consider using some names that we could just not quite the Kusama. I mean, they all rhyme, don't they? It's,
I thought this was a New Zealand name.
Right? Just gets a bit much, right?
I thought this was a New Zealand name, but okay. What?
It's actually Japanese, Shukri. It's actually the name of a
Japanese. Yeah.
Half bird, half man. Yeah.
See what Kusama is? It's designed to be a canary in the coal mine. Now, Jeff knows this, right? Before you go into the coal mine, you send the canary in, right? Poor canary. If it comes out alive, it's good, to measure the air inside that coal mine. Same thing. So initially, they thought it was that. It's just an experimental network. Now, they're saying, hey, this will actually have a life of its own. It can be even a separate community.
Okay. Yeah. Gary, let me know if you're still on this drawn up. I'm
I have my whiteboard ready.
Okay. Look, let's talk a little bit more, and then I'm going to ask you to draw it up a little bit more. Okay, so
I know it's intense.
Let's go back to what a parachain is.
Yeah.
What's a parachain?
Okay, a parachain is something that connects. Okay, let it's better for me to draw it on this. Okay, let me have my. Okay, I'll draw it here first. Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing this, mate. Nice and simple. We do want people to follow. I love the question, Gary, because one of the things we're trying to do is we're trying to share information, and the only way you can do that, people get it. And so, more than happy to.
Let's say this. Okay, so in Polkadot, because of the lessons of the past, right? You have Polkadot. And you have Kusama. And you guys have to remember, Gavin Wood is from Ethereum. Now, let me go back here. Do you know that, guys know that Ethereum is expensive. It cannot scale, right? That's why you have Ethereum here, where you pay $2 of gas. Last time, you guys used to pay 40 or 50. And then you have something called Polygon here, right? Where you pay
I'm not sure you've just made this any simpler.
Yeah, this is. So what Gavin saw, before everyone saw it, you need actually 2 layers. You need 2. You need to test something out. So that's why he's a genius, okay? So you have, they built Polkadot, they built Kusama, okay? So they say, hey, we are ready. We have all the features. You guys don't have to reprogram again. But
I'm going to stop you there, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the things, look, again, I'm going to try and, throughout this whole thing, I'm going to try and make this so that people who are really new really get it.
Yeah.
So you just said they have all the features.
Yeah.
What are all the features?
Like security, governance, management, and all that. And of course, you see these things that I'm drawing now. Say you are blockchain A. You can now, if you are going to Polkadot, you can talk to B rather than having to program something or build something direct to B or C or D or E. It's all centralized. So that allows you to focus on what you want to deliver.
So when we say this, right, Polkadot is the infrastructure.
Yes.
It's not a real thing. It's an infrastructure. It's like if you want to put up build a town, you'd better put some power lines in, you'd better put a sewer in, you'd better put some water in, you better put some telephone lines in, because you can't have a town without this stuff.
Yeah.
And you can't have a crypto business without the stuff that Polkadot's got. That's the infrastructure, and the businesses come. And Kusama is the ultra fast internet.
Yes.
The leading edge infrastructure. So Polkadot and Kusama are the infrastructure. I've got that.
Yes.
That's clear to me.
Yes. Now, what is a parachain? Parachain is the main guy that connects to Polkadot and Kusama. And for Kusama, we already have 2 winners. The first one is Karura. And the next one is something called Moon River. Now, here's the deal. In order to get the right to connect here, Karura actually has already staked 100 million worth of tokens. 100 million US.
100 million, not 100 million Thai baht.
No, 100 million US. So
what they've basically done is they've said to Kusama, to be the first one in for you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deposit 100 million with your bank as a goodwill gesture.
Correct.
To show that I'm serious about working with you, right?
Correct. And this one came second, and they're going to announce the third one next week. I believe is going to be Shiden, because that's already number 3. You can actually see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are we going to be 4th or 5th? No.
Well, we're done. Okay, if we want to come in, because obviously it's very hard to raise this hundreds of millions, the smaller companies will come in here.
Great.
Right? Small A, small B, small C. Yeah.
Look, I actually really like this drawing. I've really got it now. I guess my question for you, Shukri, is so what? So Polkadot's got the infrastructure online. Kasama is the quick version of it. Karura is the version they've attached to Kasama. Why do we care?
Okay, let me tell you why we care. For example, so all of this, just people say Ethereum was late. Now, last summer, there was something called DeFi on Ethereum. But DeFi, you know, Paul, it's so expensive. DeFi on Polkadot and Karura is going to be faster and also is going to be cheaper. Now, let me give you an example, right?
No, let me stop you. Let me stop you. DeFi, deregulated finance. That's where you borrow, you stake.
Decentralized.
Not deregulated. I put that on the I called it the deregulated on the smart on the launchpad thing, the trustpad launchpad chat the other day, and they kicked me off. Right. They weren't too pleased with my questions. They should perhaps have got Plutos to launch on time and not done the dodge before. Mate, so yield. This is about yield. So DeFi really is about yield. It's about the ability to put money somewhere and get a yield, and the yield is more than the bank gives you, right? The bank gives you 1% a year. DeFi gives you the yield here 5% a year, 10% a year, 3% a year. What do they give you?
More than that, and even for the ones, it gives you like, okay, we can easily get, without thinking a lot, a low yield farm can give about 20% a year. Done. The high yield farms, but that depends on the fluctuation of the tokens. You can get like 1% a day, but there's a lot of fluctuations there. So pick your battleground.
I think I got the hang of this right. So we're going to go into the blockchain. Polkadot's the infrastructure. Their extreme versions, Kasama. Karura have signed up to it.
Yes.
They're the first ones in. Moonriver is going to go in.
Yes.
And why we're really interested is because they're going to create for us high yield, fast delivery, and low fees. Is that right?
Yes, correct. And you know why low fees is important? Now, here's the deal, Paul.
I know I like it because I don't like paying high fees.
Say I go here. If it's Ethereum last year, I would have to spend $100 to go here, right?
Yep.
Now I only spend 2 cents. So I can move it around and around and around and around. And that's better, right? I can just go in the round robin. Where's the highest yield? I'm going to put it there for several days. Then I move it around some more. Then I move it around some more. You couldn't do that last time. You just
this is it, isn't it, Shukri? That in reality, the problem with yield farming, if you like, in the past has been that you'd get a yield, then you'd move your money, and the fees would be more than you made. Even if you're making 10% a day, the fees were so high, you have so much money. So these guys are going to bring. So what these guys are going to do is they're going to bring yield farming to people with fewer coins and less knowledge.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. My friend last night, he brought DAO Maker and he staked it. It was his first time. Took him 2.5 hours to do this thing. Is it going to be simpler?
Yeah, it is. It is much simpler than that. Much simpler than that, because that one is slow. I know it is kind of slow, and then the instructions are not clear. But more important than that, do you guys know that in the DeFi summer of last year, to really participate, because of the high gas fees, you needed 3,000 US to put in a farm. Now with this, hey, I can even try with $3. I'm okay. I can move my $3 around, test, and then I put in $30, $300. I can put in 3,000, but I wouldn't want to do that. I can break it down now, smaller numbers.
I think this is the part that gets lost. I don't think people understand this, right? And then you can correct me if I'm wrong here, because it's only my opinion, and I'm not big on crypto. But what I understand from this, Shukri, is that what Airbnb did for people able to go into business like hotels, and what Uber did and allowed people to go in like taxi drivers, DeFi really is allowing people with small amounts of money to invest and get high returns. What was the exclusive domain of banks with $100 million is now available to you with $100. And really, this DeFi model is all about creating this this ability for the average person to get returns that make a mockery of the banks.
Yes.
And all of the decentralized finance is about bringing this to more people.
Yes.
And like Airbnb and like Uber, it's saying, look, and let's share the benefits. In the case of Ethereum, they're saying, let's share the benefits and give me a truckload of money in fees.
Yeah.
But in the case of Polkadot, what they're saying is, let's share the benefits and give me a very small amount of money in fees. And what I'll do is I'll make my fees because instead of having 100 people like Ethereum, I'll have 100,000 people come in.
Yes.
They'll put $100 each, and I'll make a little bit of money off a lot of people. And that's a great way to do business, if you ask me. So this model makes sense to me. I don't know about everybody else. If you're at home and you're following this and it doesn't make sense to you, let us know. But I really like this. Gary, thank you for the whiteboard thing, because this really has cleared it up for me. Now,
and the next thing, Paul, listen to this. Now, I know a lot of people are getting afraid of crypto, like you lost your tokens, you made a mistake, blah, 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 blah. Hey guys, you can test it out with even $1. Test it out, lose the $1.
Yeah, I really like that, Shukri. So you don't need $3,000 to get involved anymore. You can get involved in this for $1, and you can. What you can do is you can go through the process with $1, and they'll tell you you have 98 cents left after they charge the fees. You're going to get 10, 20, 30% a year return off the yield farm. So eventually, what's going to happen, Shukri? And I'm just not quite sure I understand this part yet. And look, I'm going to ask again a couple of times just to be really clear. So Polkadot, Kusama, Akala, Karura, both have got two organizations. Why have two same organizations? Why not have one organization with both parts in it? Why separate them out?
I think this was Gavin Wood's genius, because he saw that in rolling out a blockchain, it's slow. It's not like your normal process. So when you want to do it fast, that's why he separate both of these. But again, when I first went in last year, I always had the idea that Kusama would one day die. It's not going to be dead. It has its own thing. In fact, I did told Jeff, if he wants, he can get a Kusama tattoo, and you can get some tokens free if you get the Kusama tattoo here. So, but
to be honest, I'm okay with that. I'll have Jeff tattooed as well if I can get some tokens as well. I'll get someone to go over and tattoo Jeff as well.
And the other thing, another thing, another experimental thing. Now, we don't know if this is going to be big, but we don't know, okay? But there is this monster in this closet that's named NFTs. The NFTs will run on Kusama.
Just hold on. I'm going to come back into NFTs with you in a few minutes, okay? What I do want to know is a bit more. I want to get really clear on this, right? So we've talked a bit about DeFi and what it is. Other than a yield farm, what are the DeFi features of Karura, sorry.
Let me give you a model. Okay, let's go to Karura. Yeah, let's go to the website. Can we go to the website? Karura Network. It's great. It's just like whatever you will have, and I will show you. This is Akala Karura Networks. Okay, see Akala, the DeFi hub of Polkadot. Let's go here. Okay, no, how come it brought? Okay, this is not the right. Okay, we'll have to go to the Akala one.
I'm going to ask you a question about this, because it's a really important question, right?
Yeah.
I can't get the Karura app on my computer until I allow the Polkadot extension on my Chrome, and that Polkadot extension can access all of my information.
It has?
Well, if I want the Karura app, I've got to download the Polkadot extension for Chrome. Yeah. And the Polkadot extension for Chrome basically can change my details on websites.
I don't use that. I use it on mobile, this Poker Wallet.
Yep.
So it just goes on my phone. So look at this. This is very important. This is a DEX. This is an exchange. You will have an exchange on Karura also. Okay, next thing is, look at that, KUSD. Now, if you want to ask what it will be on Akala, this will be AUSD. So you can even trade Bitcoin here,
Let me just get back. It'll be an exchange.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like Uniswap. It's like your Forex.
There's no good telling me it's like something else I've never heard of. What is it?
It's like your Forex now. It's like MetaTrader.
Oh, it's a broker. So it's a platform. It's a platform I can go in and I can say, okay, well, here's Bitcoin, here's Ethereum, here's some Lollipop, whatever else, here's some Wish Finance, here's some private spot, whatever it is. I want some of those. I want some of those. I don't want that. I sell that back. You know, so it's a place where I can come and exchange stuff. So Karura is going to have a trading port, an area too, and then you pick out the one that you want, and you go and stake your money and get a high return. Right.
And high return, and you can buy and sell tokens there. Now, when you buy and sell tokens, then you ask, but I have BUSD, I have USDC, I have USD, I have USDT or whatever. You also have that version here, there, KUSD.
Look, so if they want to do this, they've got to have a wallet, right? If they want to have a wallet, they can do a session with you on Saturday.
Yes,
I'll get my link in now. We'll do some more on that later on. But if you don't have a wallet and you want to have a wallet, go and spend the day with Sookie on Saturday. He'll show you how to set up a wallet. And what's more importantly, we're going to have one of the coins, I think I mentioned them, Privacy Swap's going to give us some of the coins.
Yes,
and,
correct.
A winner from this event is going to go, okay, well, Sookie's going to draw them, or Mai will draw them, or Anita will draw them. We'll have a winner, and that winner will get some Privacy Swap tokens, and those Privacy Swap tokens will then be, you'll get a wallet, you'll put the Privacy Swap tokens in there, then you'll stake the Privacy Swap tokens and start getting a yield, right? We're going to take people.
Correct, we're going to take that, So very important, because it's the same for everyone. So let's say that you want to start. You are here, number one. You have your Kusama like Jeff has. Okay, here's Kusama here. Now, here's the deal. How do you go in now? Say you want to buy Bitcoin here, right? You could convert your Kusama to KUSD, and then you see what Bitcoin is at, like 34,000, 33,000, or you could buy like 0.001 Bitcoin, right? Same thing like others. But here's the difference, Paul. Here's the difference. Rather than do this, do you see this? This is quite odd here. What is this? LKSM.
Hold on. Mike, can you post the link into Sookie's course for the weekend? If you don't have it, let me know and I'll get it for you. You should have it. I do have a Skype message from over here. So LKSM, right?
So let's start it up again. Say I have $1,000 worth of Kusama. I convert it into KUSD, which I have $1,000 now, and then I buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Fine and dandy. Normal, right?
So LKSM.
Yes.
What's LKSM?
Let me tell you, because you do not want to do it this way. This is traditional way. And this is where it makes a difference, okay? Because rather than doing this, what you want to do is this. And this is where the staking comes in. And this is where I just want to see this in action. You have KSM here. Let's just say I want to buy Bitcoin. Let's just say I want to buy Bitcoin. I'm not going to convert this to USD and buy Bitcoin here. I'm not going to do that. I am going to stake my Kusama here. I'm going to stake it. When I stake it, I get interest, right, Paul? I get interest. In a lot of farms, that's it. You've lost your Kusama. But here in Karura,
you've lost it for a while, right?
Yeah, you lost it for a while, right? It's gone. It's just earning interest. But here it's different. You can now, for every Kusama that you stake, you can pull out LKSM, which is the same as this. You can now use the LKSM to buy BTC. Say you have 1,000. Okay, say you have 1,000 here.
Let me do the money part. Let me put it into the English.
Okay. Let's start again. Let's start again.
$5, man. I got $5.
Okay, you got $5 here, right?
$5, and I go, okay, well, I'm gonna stake my $5. I'm gonna buy some Karura. I'm going to stake it with them, and they're gonna give me a return every day.
No. You're gonna start. No. You have to start with Kusama first. I'll tell you where the Karura comes in. Okay, you start $5, right?
I've got $5. I stake it with LKSM, and they give me a return. And let's just say, just for argument's sake, they give me $1 a year. Just to give me $1 a year.
Yes.
While I'm earning $1 a year, I can take my $5 and buy Bitcoin with it.
Yes, you can take your LKSM and buy Bitcoin with it. So you have two positions.
So while I'm staking it with them, I stake it as Kusama, but they give me LKSM, being Kusama, and I can use that Kusama like Kusama, we'll call it. Yeah, I can use that to buy Bitcoin. So now let me see if I got this right, because this is where it gets people a little bit right. This is bloody easy, right? I take the money, I stake it, I get a return on it, then I use my money again on a like Kusama, and I buy some Bitcoin. What happens if the price of Kusama goes up?
If it goes up, then your position in Bitcoin here is your position here is better. Your yield goes down, but it doesn't matter for now because your yield is in terms of Karura.
So, now you're getting confused.
Now you're getting confused. Right? You get rewards in terms of Karura.
Okay. What I want to know, Shukri, is while my money's staked and I'm getting a return,
yes,
if the value of the coin goes up or down, do I make or lose money?
You have to think in terms of this in LKSM. Okay, if the value of KSM goes down, you are covered by your reward here, right?
Yeah.
If your BTC goes up, you're covered. If the value goes up, well, you make more money here, but your value of BTC might go down in terms of, if BTC goes up, that's fine.
When I unstake my 5 Kasuma, Kasama, if Kasama's now my $5, if the value of Kasama is doubled, is my $5 now worth $10?
Yeah, then you get your $10 plus the yield.
And let me see if I got this right. And if the price of Bitcoin's gone up, I've made money. So I've made money on the price of Kasama.
Yes.
I've made money on the staking, and I've made money on the price of Bitcoin.
Yes, on Bitcoin, yeah.
And the risk for me, Shuk, if I've got it right, the risk for me is that if while I'm staking, the price of Kasama goes down and the price of Bitcoin goes down, I'm going to lose on both of those, right?
Yes.
I'm going to get my staking profit, but I'm not going to lose any more than I would lose if I just bought Kasama and Bitcoin. I'm just going to lose what I would have lost, but I'm going to get my staking profit. And my staking profit is going to be 10, 20, 30% a year.
Yes, you're going to get this. This is the thing, because you can see this as a hedge. It's kind of a hedge.
Yep.
And that's good. And all you need to do when you think about this, I know it's complex, but unfortunately, we do not have a real life example. I would like to use the demo, but they don't have. Once you start using that a couple of times, you will be comfortable. You know why? You can use it again and again and again because the gas is so cheap. You'll figure it out. It wasn't like Ethereum, okay? You don't figure it out after 2-3 times. You just wasted like $300-400. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be in that space.
So if I'm going to do this right, what you do as a trader investor, right, is you'd wait until the price of everything gets really, really, really high. And when it's really, really, really high, you'd buy it. Is that right?
It can be high. It can be low. Doesn't matter.
Oh, right though, right, Suki.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do this, I want to find an opportunity when the price is low and buy it, right?
Yeah, correct.
You buy low and you sell high, right? You don't buy high and sell low, right?
Yes.
You've actually got to. So if I'm going to do this, I've got to try and find a time when the crypto market's dropped maybe 50% in the last couple of months.
Yes.
And everything's cheap as chips. And look, there's still risk, but why would I buy anything that hadn't just dropped 50%? Right? And what we think is that this Kasama stuff and this Karura stuff is likely to bring more projects and more people and more investment. It's cheaper. So we're going to have people with less money coming into the market, and this is going to start and feed back into the cryptocurrency market and move the whole thing along, right?
Correct. And that's why I just can't wait until the time when we have the first sample, because, this is just what I know. Now, when we have the first thing running here, which is the app here, which I'm going to use the mobiles. Okay, Paul, just pre-warning you. Guess what? A lot of companies will come in and there will even be new business models and variations for this. And that's what I'm excited about. There will be so many variations, and that is what will bring a lot of more people in. So that's cool.
But I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to have to read this one because you sent it to me earlier, and to be honest, I don't understand enough about it. But since Karura's crowd loan is already complete, is there a way into Akala? So Karura's done a crowd loan. They've raised capital from the public to do this, right?
Yes, correct. Okay, now, there is a way into Akala because I did follow these guys. If you were in the, Akala did some kind of an IDO 2 months ago. Now, this is the good thing about crypto, guys. I always say about crypto, guys, you need to look long-term. I call it generational, but it's really not generational. Maybe it's more seasonal. Now, here's the deal that always happens in crypto, right? The guys who failed here last time, as long as you have your KYC, that means you submitted them a valid passport. You took a nice picture of yourself and went through a lot of pain doing that like Paul did. You will be given a guaranteed access to buy Akala the next time.
Hold on, mate. If they've sold a Carla, why are they selling it again?
Okay, because why? They want to build up the community, because they want, see, what's happening now since crypto went down, and this is what I like about bear markets, although I don't think this is a bear. They are afraid that people will desert them. Before this, it was competition, right? It was like competition, and it's like, okay, you come in. I don't know what the queue for Akala was. Was it like 100,000? And only like 10,000 got in? Now they're saying, hey, if we don't do this, the other 90,000 may not put the $5 like you here, Paul.
Yeah.
You know, and may not ask Simon to put the $200 here. They're just going to go.
Come on, Simon, the $2 million. He's going to $5, $200. He's going to come in with some more money. But he just took the mickey out of us in the chat, so I just thought I'd roll that back on top of him. But so I want to see first of all if I understand this, because I think it's really cool. One of the things about not understanding something very well is you can ask questions that hopefully people at home who are new also understand this. I've got a question from Thomas I want to get to as well, but Akala issued some coins, and 10,000 people have got them, and that's the launch. And what they're doing now is saying, okay, well, 90,000 people missed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch more coins, so there'll be more coins out there, spread more widely, because the owners of Akala are likely to buy some Karura, and they're going to put that Karura into LKSM.
Yeah, and they're guaranteeing it because they're from New Zealand, guys. That's all.
Okay, then. I'll be okay then.
It's like guaranteed. Like, hey, thank you very much.
Mate, I've got a question from Thomas. Can I say LKSM is a utility token wherein retail institutional player have to use to invest in Karura?
KSM is a utility token. LKSM is more something like you invest so that you do not lose what you stake. Now, in the real world, I think, crypto guys, they feel bad. Like, they know, like, in the real world, you have 10,000, you put it in a bank, and then you wait for 1 year for 1%. They say that's bad. They say, look, if you put 10,000 here, we're going to give you your 10,000 back to do something else, but you just have to pay it back. That's all.
Look, let's see if I've got this right too, because I think this is really important, Shukri. This stuff is really the essence of it. So this is like going to the bank and saying to the bank, I've got a savings account, I'm going to put my $10,000 in, and I want 20 or 30% a year, right? And in addition to 20 or 30% a year, I want you to loan me back $10,000 for nothing that I can spend anything else. And our KSM is like a no-cost loan to go and buy some whatever else you want to buy with it, right?
Yes.
So it's if you like, it's like a synthetic valuation of your of your money, right? And
so here's what you do. Here's what people did during DeFi 1. They put 10K here, they got a lot of yield, right? And then they took out the synthetic, they took out something else, but you can take out the synthetic 10K and then you can put it again. If you're conservative, because, a lot of people are not conservative. They say, a lot of people are conservative, say, hey, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the low returns because I can get twice.
You crypto guys are just a little bit crazy. So what you're telling me is that if you're conservative, you can make 60% a year on your money.
Yeah. If the return is 30, I don't know what the return is, but I know it's better than the bank, and I will get twice the better of the bank. That means even if this is 10, I can get 20 on it. Of course, I can go and trade Bitcoin on this, but that's for the brave and the bold and whatever you call them.
Yeah, look, one of the things right though, Shukri, is that when it comes to this, right, it seems likely that either what's coming is a crypto summer or the end of crypto. Or not, that's not true. The end's not coming, right? But either there's a crypto summer coming or the whole crypto thing is just going to calm down, right? And what that means is that this crypto summer might be the last chance to really find the kind of rewards that you guys have made in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes, correct.
If it doesn't come, you might lose a bit of money. It's like I don't think it's going to end. It's very, very hard. And I understand this, right? Look, one thing we know, I'll come back to that question in a second.
That's a very interesting question, and I'll answer it. You have listened very carefully to my answer. Yeah, Paul, go ahead.
So what we know, right, and I know this, right? My mate, he buys and sells hotels for a living, right? And he doesn't like Airbnb very much, right?
Yes.
And there are taxi companies that don't like Uber very much, and the banks hate DeFi.
Right.
So we can expect the banks to try and make it tough for them, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of voters out there that are going to have $5 in Karura. Around the world, there's going to be millions and millions and millions. These guys got 100 million tucked away. They're going to need 100 million people to come in this to make much money from it. And so I don't think it's going to be able to be just you can't do this anymore. So for mine, maybe there's one more opportunity left. And look, it's always the same with crypto. I tell people this all the time, right? Look, my electrician mortgaged his house 5 years ago and bought Bitcoin and has retired. He bought Bitcoin and done, right? Yeah. Bought it for like 2,000, sold it for like 50,000. He's done. He's living in Thailand on the beach in a mansion, more than happy. Never see him again. Don't do that, right? Don't do that. But you don't have to mortgage your house. This is the place where you put it. But with this, you could literally put aside $100 a week and add it to your wallet. Go to the class with you on the weekend. Is it Saturday or Sunday? It's Saturday, isn't it, Shukri?
Yeah, it's Saturday. And,
put your $100 into the wallet set with Shukri. Flick this into Karura. Stake it and build an involvement in it. Yeah. Don't put $50,000 in your credit card.
Let me explain. Guys, Paul said a very sensitive word. It's a bad word that has now become a good word, right? Flip, 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 flip. Yes, guys, you can actually flip. It's okay to flip. I know this is a bad word, right? But that's what you want to do. You want to flip it around.
Yeah, you really do. And look, I find this, to be honest, I really am. For guys that don't know, I am really learning about Karura in this conversation. I had a quick read on it today for 5 minutes before I came into the session because I don't want to know too much when I have these conversations with Shukri because I want to ask the questions for the people who don't know this stuff, right? The people who do know this stuff already understand it. Now, I'm going to read out the question that Chog23 asked. So, Sensei, that'll be you. Yep. Are you saying PokerStarter will be more worthwhile than an Ethereum launchpad in the long run?
Yes, but that's the wrong question to ask. I will reframe the question. Now, here's the thing. We had PokerStarter, and this was supposedly, supposedly a launchpad for Polkadot, but actually it was not true. This launched a lot of tokens on Ethereum because Polkadot was not ready. Okay, now in the future, the big ones are going to go through crowd loans or what Akala is doing. So you might not need a launchpad. What you will need a launchpad is the smaller ones here. Say this is, this is Karura and this goes to Kusama, obviously. You will need a launchpad for the guys that go here. Okay, that is something that you need. Yeah. So I would say, PokerStarter will still be here.
I reckon that there've been more launch pads launched in the last 2 weeks. There's been, dairies in the whole of Wellington. You've got to be kidding me how many there are, right? Is this sustainable, Shukri?
No, it's not.
Can we really have DAO Maker or DAO? Or they've just TrustPad and Card Starter and PokerStarter and all the small ones. Bull Perks or Bull Perks. Is there going to be enough coins to launch through all these things?
They're not. No, they're not. What is going to happen is that only the big ones are going to survive. But when I see the big ones, what I see is that this PokerStarter, like there was a launch last week, 3 times as good in this market. Okay, sorry to say that. They actually
that's awful. Only 3 times your money in advance.
They actually shared. This one takes 50% of the tokens and the other guy takes 50% of the token. That's possible. So you're right, Paul, there's not enough, but they can only do sharing among a few of them, right? So I think only a few will get it done. The rest will not.
Honestly, if you ask me, and again, I'm not somebody who knows much about it, but this whole launchpad thing, rubbish. And, launchpads are making a fortune out of it. The coins are making money out of it. If you launched a coin next week, would you do a launch pad or would you just do a fair bloody launch and give people a chance at it?
Okay, what is this? Did we have a launch pad for this? Did this get 100 million through a launch pad? No.
No.
You have my answer.
So no launch pad.
How much?
If you were launching a coin, you just do a fair launch and give everybody a fair crack at it without that thing with Plutos Network last week on TrustPad where they pushed out the launch half an hour early to their mates, and that is just rubbish. And honestly, so these launch pads are going to have to be a damn sight better than they are right now.
Yes.
fair launches, and they're going to give all of them a fair crack at the coins, right?
Yes, and let me tell you what some of the launch pads are doing. There's one called Trust Swap. Okay, this is gonna give you a headache, but I'm just gonna tell you what's happening now. I think they know that they can't compete already. They know, because what they've been saying, not all companies are good. Okay, so they know, and now what they're doing now is they're launching for another blockchain called Algorand, and this has been doing very well. But never mind, you guys need a new wallet. Forget about it. I'm just telling you that you will see the launch pads have to launch for other blockchains or they're not going to survive. That's it. They have to adapt. And I think most of them will die anyway, because there will not be enough of good things to go around.
Mate, Karora is different from other DeFis because it's going to go on the fast Polkadot network and it's going to be cheap.
Yes.
And look, literally last night I was busy and I gave my mate in New Zealand some money and he bought us some DAO. And I spoke to him today and said, mate, how'd it go, mate? And he said, oh, mate, it was incredible. He said, I learned how to do this. I got some MetaMask and da-da-da. And he just said to me, the fees are ridiculous.
Yes.
And what these guys are going to do is they're going to take that away. Because honestly, I remember, being in groups with you guys talking about, gas. What does gas stand for? Gas stands for
the fees to use
money.
Yeah, and the fees to use the network.
Yeah,
which is higher than crude oil now, which is like went up.
It's just literally gas. This is decentralized finance, and they were charging more money in gas fees, and the bank charging bank fees for God's sake.
I know, you're right. Yeah.
Right? So this is someone just saying to those guys, look, you're profiteering little pricks, piss off. We're gonna do this in a way that's actually what it's supposed to be. What we're supposed to be doing here is allowing more people into this market and having them make the money. That's the game. That's the model, right? So honestly, mate, I'm not surprised this was built in New Zealand because it's bloody clever, right?
Yeah,
I quite like it, mate. I quite like it.
It is very clever, although I always thought, now I know it's a Japanese word. Why did he use a Japanese word? I have to investigate that.
I think they're probably like the birds are half human, half bird, sort of like as a flying person. So they probably like the imagery of that quite a little bit. I imagine they're going to fly and stay, human in the way they do things. Mate, I know you've sort of explained this a little bit, but if tomorrow morning I want some Karora, I can't get it yet, right?
No, you can't. You can't even get in because it's closed.
Okay. Yeah. And Akala, can I buy some Akala?
Unless you were in the previous IDO and fail, you can't get it anymore.
Was I?
I don't think so. You know why, Paul? I think it was 5 a.m. your time.
Okay, I probably missed it. And look, I do like this. I'll be putting a bit of money here, mate. I think I've got a couple more questions for you, right? Running the Intro Crypto Wallets course on the weekend. Yeah. It's a simple free course. In that course, as we said earlier, you're going to teach them how to open a wallet, get money airdropped into it, and get some privacy swap. And guys, if you're looking for a coin to buy right now, I recommend privacy swap. I think for the next few days, privacy swap is a very good buy. Buy some privacy swap. We're going to give them some privacy swap. They're going to stake it with privacy swap, and we're going to do this in front of everybody so everybody can see the process of how to do it, right? Now, at the end of that, we're going to say to them, do they want to go into an advanced crypto course? And what we're going to say is that if anybody wants to work as an affiliate and recommend people onto that program, we will give them 20% of any sale we get from that program.
Yeah, correct.
So if you're interested in working as an affiliate, please put some details through to or get, for those that know how to contact James or myself, and we'll give you an affiliate link tomorrow. This is a Saturday course. You don't have a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, but, and guys, the best thing, we're going to do this continuously, because if the DeFi summer comes, and I'm sure it will come, you will even have more and more and more blockchains. And if you do not know wallets, how do we teach you?
Yeah, mate, you can't start, right?
You can't start.
You can't start, right? It's it's like believing you can drive without a car, right? The first thing you want to do if you want to drive is get a car, and this is it. You want to, see, this is where you start. It's all for a full day, completely free. There is some more advanced stuff. There is other education. And if you refer somebody, if you guys know strictly, if you want to recommend them, if your friend signs up, we'll give you 20%. You can just give it back to them if you want to. It's no problem if you want to give it back to them. Mate, I don't know about the DeFi summer, but any summer in New Zealand would be okay right now. Any sun, any warmth, anything that wasn't -4 degrees Would go okay in New Zealand, mate. So what I will do if it's okay is I'm going to get Mai to post the link into Saturday. Now, please, that's not the link you need if you want to give it to your friends and have them join and get the money. If you want that, contact us. We'll send you an affiliate link, and you can just tell your friends. And if any of them sign up, we'll give you a cut out of it. Happy to do it. I had another question for you, Shukri.
Yeah.
It might have gone. Oh no, that's what I was going to say. Look, while we're doing this, guys, we're going to do a prize draw. Any minute now, I'm going to work out what it is and tell Mai. In the meantime, what I'd really like to do is ask you guys if you want to, if you're happy to, if you have any questions, put them in the box. One of the things we try and do with this is, my role in this is to try and turn this back into simple language and to make sure that it's followable and you guys can understand it if you're new. But if you have any questions, look, at the end of the day, we just ask, Shukri's a man that's made $1 million out of crypto in the last year. We've asked him for an hour of his time, and the reason we've asked him for an hour of his time is to share. And, free crypto and wallets courses is not going to make him any money. This is a give, and it's only a valuable give if you guys understand and learn from it. So if you have any questions, let us know, and we will happily answer them for you.
So Paul, here, look at this. This is the wallet, Polka wallet. And look at that. Akala, USD, BTC. That's how.
So you can do all this off your phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's on the phone.
A MetaMask wallet in the background.
No. This is all Polkadot. Nothing to do with MetaMask.
Okay, so but you've got to have a Polkadot type wallet in the background.
Yes.
Cool, man. I'm going to get one of these. I really like it, Shukri. I think it's a great option. Rightio. Yeah. So we are.
Here's another thing, Paul. Look at this. State your KSM for LKSM, and then what did they say? That give it back. They basically said they don't take away the liquidity from you. See that? And they have even the stable coin, Karura dollar, and all that. So that's another cool thing. Go to the next one. But see, here it is. Unlock, take out collateralized loans, and put it back again.
It's really interesting.
There's so many. I know.
One of the things with these guys, right? They're talking about again. So you can yield fund with them, but you can loan money, you can borrow money. They're going to be a decentralized bank, right? They are going to be a decentralized bank, and they're going to be a big bank if they do this kind of stuff they are talking about. Rightio, I think it's prize time. It'll be prize time in a few minutes. I'm going to ask you one more question while I work out what I'm going to give away. Actually, I know what I'm going to give away. Shukri, this Saturday we're doing crypto wallets, and next Saturday we're doing Learn to Trade Crypto. It's a paid-for course I'm going to give. It was a bonus to some of the mentorship students. It's pretty hard to get on. We don't actually do much with it at all where it's publicly available. So I'm going to give one spot away to Learn to Trade Crypto the following Saturday with Shukri. That will be the prize for this one. Mai, could you bring up the Wheel of Fortune, please? And let's see if Crystal wins. Crystal, do you want to win?
Come on. Just no.
John C, I'm going to give you 3 seconds, John. No, I'm not. I'm going to give you 15 seconds, John. If you're John C, you need to type into the chat and tell me that you're here. And if you type into the chat and tell me that you're here, I'm going to give this to you. Otherwise, we're going to have we had a couple of redraws. We've never had any redraws. All of a sudden, in the last couple of things, we've had a few redraws. John, are you? In fact, John won the last week or the week before as well. John Cook, are you with us? John C, are you with us? If so, can you let me know you're with us now? If you minimize the screen and you don't pay attention, you miss the prize. That's the way it works in this game. And I know he's in the room. Oh, fantastic, man. I love the generosity of it. John's just messaged me and told me that he can't do that date, so to give it to someone else. So we're going to do a redraw. Come on, Mai. Let's find a winner, please.
Crystal. She's too far away.
Someone put Crystal's name in the wrong place. Look, if I pronounce this wrong, do forgive me. Semiel? Are you with us, Semiel? Saturday week, can you spend some time with Shukri? Going to give you the same thing. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Mate, what are the sort of Samuel L, if you're with us, please just let us know, and we will give you the prize. Otherwise, we will do redraw number 2. Shukri, what kind of returns can I get from this staking?
They haven't come out yet, but if I am not mistaken, I'm talking last DeFi summer, right? You could get something like 70% a month, but it doesn't last, but you could position yourself for 70% within a month. That was kind of the standard.
The difference for this guy's right, Shukri, is that the transfer fees are so short.
Yes.
You can put it somewhere and get 70, and then you can move it. You don't have to pay the whole 70% to move it, right?
Yes.
If you've got $1,000, you can move it around.
Yes.
And look for the ones that are doing the high yields. And look, we should probably have a session sometimes where we explain how yield funds work. We should probably talk about how it does work.
Correct.
Yields, there's a set amount of money in there. The more people that come in, the less money you get, the less people. So if you get it early, you get the yield from it.
Yes, they haven't seen this, Paul, but when you have this yield starting in a new platform like Polkadot, you are going to wait like you wait for IDOs now while Paul is asleep, unfortunately. And then you're going to put it in the yield farm quickly, because that first 2 days you're going to get a lot and then it goes down, right?
I'll wake up and get in that yield fund, mate. I'll have someone teach me how to do that. Look, Mike, can you make sure that the people who asked the questions today, that we put their names in twice? Anyone on YouTube or Facebook who's asked a question, make sure they go in once if they know their names. Let's have one more crack at this, and thank you, Mike. Brilliant work. Let's have one more crack at this, I'm pretty keen to give this away. Now, let's go once more. We haven't heard back from Samuel and
Is it?
Here we go. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you. I'm echoing as you do that, I must have some level of sound on while you're doing it. Paul P. Gosh, I think you won the last draw I did. I think it was Sunday night. I think you won that. Here's another one for you, mate, but same old thing. You got to be. You available to take it, Paul? I feel like I'm giving you a course a week, mate. Cheers, we got a winner. And look, Shukri, I want to thank you guys for coming in and sharing. I think getting this stuff out and getting it understood is really important. We're trying really hard to see if we can, break down DeFi and demystify it a little bit. And we must do a show called Demystifying Crypto.
I'm pumped up, Paul. I get my first vaccine on Tuesday.
Oh, mate. I got my email, my text the other day saying that I'm on the list for New Zealand. I'll be in the first group to get a vaccine in New Zealand, and which means I'll get it in the next 5 years. Because New Zealand's not like everybody else. My God. Paul, what happens is I will pass your details on to James. He's at work tomorrow, and he'll be in touch. Remember, the prize isn't for this Saturday; it's for the Saturday after. If you have any problems, you can always just email. I'm not sure which email you have for us, whether it's the one for the members, the one for the mentors, or the one for the contact. But you can always just email contact actions to us and follow up if you have any problems. James will be in touch, and they'll forward to him and get it back to you. Thank you. To those of you that are listening, I do encourage you, if you are into a free program on learning wallets, join Shukri on Saturday. If you have any friends that want to do it, then invite them. It's free, man. And there's an add-on. You can just click on the add on Facebook and join. It's free. If they want to do that, they can come. If you want an affiliate link, we'll give you an affiliate link. You can promote it and take 20%. And not only from this event, but anything we sell from this month or next month or the next month. We're going to run a few of these in a row now. We're very keen to do a bit more on. You're welcome, Paul, and you're welcome, Crystal.
Yeah, and one more thing. Because things always change, guys. So remember, we're starting here, one wallet. The next wallet class may be different, because if what is not hot, we have to take the hot one. So don't say that, hey, I've attended the wallet class. You probably have not.
Yeah, I really like that. And the other thing is that what we're doing now is we're actually going to show them how to stake for the first time, right?
Yeah.
How to get the return, you're welcome, Rennie. How to get the return we're talking about. And we're literally someone's going to win some privacy swap.
Yeah.
And remember that name, guys. Again, I said it earlier, but I think privacy swap's worth having a look at for the next few days. I think there's a bit of. I'm thinking about buying a little bit of privacy swap as we go along. Pleasure, Thomas. Thank you, Renee. It looks like you guys have really enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. I will have you back not far away, Shukri. I'll have another guest next week. I've got to say, I just have a feeling, I haven't asked him yet, but I think it might be Ash. We're talking about his trading journey and where he's at now, because, all of a sudden it's just gone bang for him. Just a different place financially. And we might talk a little bit about how that works as well. Cool. Thank you, guys. Wherever you are in the world, take care. Remember, stay calm and make good decisions. And if you do that, it'll all work out. See you guys. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Mai. Thanks, Sukri. Bye. Thanks, everyone, for joining. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.